pretty rough neighborhood. It's pretty crime-ridden. When I was growing up, crime was profitable. My idols was like John Gotti, mob figures, criminals.
You got poverty, you got drugs, you got crime, you got poor housing.
There's a couple of nights I slept under the bridge.
I basically came to Atlanta homeless.
My dad, he's been in prison all my life.
This corner is James P. Brawley. Sometimes it's been referred to as Heroin Alley. We know that traditionally stadiums have not brought the level of transformation that people would like to see.
A lot of people have left, and a lot of the housing is not owned by folks who live here, and so people don't take care of it.
Yes, I have felonies.
I've done almost everything.
The first time I got arrested was, let me see.
Oh, man.
We robbed a convenience store.
Theft.
Sold drugs.
Possession of cocaine, intent to distribute. Possession of marijuana, intent to distribute.
Arson.
Robbery.
Forgery.
Running from the police.
Auto theft.
I wanted something different.
Spent time in jail or prison. You get out and that's still held over your head.
Because of my background.
Criminal history.
All you have is prison, and that's all you know.
I've hustled this whole time with nothing to show for it. I cannot keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. It doesn't make sense.
The business has really grown in the NFL, and the stadium part of it has become much, much, much more important.
It's this shared experience that makes it different.
We reached the point we said we ought to try to think about a new stadium.
Ultimately, the standard that we were shooting for is the best stadium experience in the world.
So let's talk for a minute about how all this is going to happen.
We don't want another vanilla stadium.
It's going to reach a level that no stadium prior to this has ever achieved.
We got less than 2 years. Time's your enemy.
Everything that you deal with can hurt you. You take for granted that you're at a certain point and it's going to be normal from here.
We started $1 billion, $1.2 billion, $1.5 billion.
There hasn't been any normal. We've never reached that moment yet.
Steel is just a nightmare for us. We fight it literally every day.
I don't want to hear any backsliding from anybody.
Sometimes I thought I was on the Titanic.
I am done going to the piggy bank.
This is what makes me feel like I'm losing my mind.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
It's much easier to build a stadium. Social changes needed on the west side of Atlanta are a longer-term project. How do we give back to the communities that we are living in and making a difference in people's lives in those communities that are not as advantaged, not as blessed as we are?
There have been so many different organizations and people that have come through this community, and they've done plans, they've done studies. We've been studied and planned to death.
It is our community. While we're here, it could very well not be ours anymore.
It's not a surprise that they don't trust people who come in from the outside.
They're right to be skeptical. It just takes time.
So I spend a lot of time walking around the streets and talking to people living in these communities and really asking them, what is it, that's the most important thing? People always start with jobs.
The Blank Foundation was making all type of promises and stuff to the community, what they're going to do.
An opportunity to make a leap.
So I want to be a part of that.
If you're looking for employment resources, if you're looking for job readiness services, we become that place.
These guys deserve these chances.
A chance to get educated, a chance to work, a chance to roll up their sleeves, and all the good things that come out of work.
That was my driving force. I always remember the day how I felt when they told me, oh, you got the job, boom.
Something really clicked.
I have never felt better in my life.
It's okay, I'm here now.
I'm working now.
There's no better feeling in the world than to know that you have had a role in transforming someone's life that way.
We can be the beloved community, where people walk hand in hand irrespective to their pigmentation or the size of their purse.
And I think that at the end of the day, we are measured by how we leave the world. Is it a better place or not?
I told him, you're the first person that ever promised our community something and did it.
Premieres Monday, November 23rd, here on GPB.